I just pray for.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Totino-Grace High School for CTN's live coverage of American Legion Sub-State Playoffs. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate. It's round one, and this is the fourth of the first round and final of the first round games. The number 3 seed Totino-Grace Eagles and the number 6 seed Coon Rapids Post 334 squad.
This is the third matchup for these two squads this year, and the Post 334 team won the first matchup. They didn't really finish the second one, but this is the most important of the seasonal matchups for them. So this should be a good one. So this Totino-Grace squad is very good. You look at their record; they're 17-4 coming into this contest.
Well, in this double elimination tournament, started with a big upset. Number 8 seeded Park Center knocking off Champlin Park, the top seed, but in an 8-3 game this morning. Then St. Francis and St. Michael, the 4 and 2 seeds, narrowly advancing with 1-run leads. And the winner of this contest will make it into that second round of the winner's bracket. Totino is the home team because of their seeding, but also their home field. As we see Jay Krieger leading things off on the hill and facing Jaden Kopp, a good fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Another fastball blown right past a swinging Kopp, and quickly it's 0-2.
Yeah, and Kopp a pretty good hitter. He's going to be behind the plate tonight. We've seen him at different spots. We've seen him at shortstop.
Played some outfield in the Legion season as well, but off-speed pitch drops in for a called third strike, a 3-pitch strikeout for Krieger, exactly how he was hoping his day would begin.
Yeah, this is a Post 334 squad coming in with a lot of confidence. I mean, you look at their record and not the success they would wanted this year at 8-13-1. But they know you throw out the records here because, as you mentioned, double elimination, but an opportunity to move on.
The late rounds of the tournament will be at Wintercrest on Friday and Saturday. This one hit a ton to right field, and it is over the head of right fielder Molitor, and Dutton will coast into third with a 1-out triple.
Boy, he jumped on that pitch and just hit nicely and right to the gap in right center field. And he didn't hesitate to move to third. Pretty good hitter at the plate, Jared Fearing.
Doesn't have a mark at center field, but it's 307 at the corners, 317 to the gap in left center. Off-speed pitch gets Fearing guessing wrong, and Krieger ahead in the count again, 0-1. Fastball, and Fearing a little late, it's 0-2.
Yeah, and that was down low in the zone too, but it was a nice-looking pitch, and Fearing just couldn't hold up.
Went back to the off-speed pitch. It's the same pitch he got Kopp staring at for the punch-out. Instead, Fearing able to get a piece, foul it off down the third base line. Stays alive to see another 0-2 pitch from Jay Krieger. Goes back to the fastball high, and this one driven to center. Back on it is Reef. He makes the catch over his shoulder. Dutton will tag and score easily. An early lead for Post 334.
Oh, Joe, he really did give that ball a ride. I mean, it was a deep part of center field. But Reef did a nice job of keeping an eye on it and tracking it down for the out. Oh, we got a little tornado duster.
A little dust devil between first and second base. As Zach Novak digs in. And now Krieger will take a moment as the little dust up hit the mound. Now back into his motion. And he starts off up and in, 1-0. So a strikeout and then two very well hit balls, a triple and A sacrifice fly. This one hit pretty well, but well foul by Novak. It's 1-1.
And again, they're just making sure they work their counts. Make sure they get a piece of it.
Says 1-2 on the scoreboard. I must have missed a pitch.
You?
This one skied back and out of play. It has been known to happen.
Not too often. They don't call you Eagle Eye Yun for nothing.
They don't call me. They don't call me that anyway. Another 1-2 pitch from Krieger is down in the zone, waved at by Novak. Check will throw down to Hill to complete the strikeout and the inning. But one hit, one run, none left. It's 1-0 after half an inning on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace High School, CTN coverage of the American Legion Sub-State number 9 tournament. Opening round between the number 6 seed Totino-Grace and number 3 seed Totino-Grace and number 6 seed Coon Rapids. Both 334 getting a triple and a sacrifice fly in the top half of the inning. And Jacob Maddock goes to work with a lead here in the bottom half of the first. Great looking pitch right there. Took a little something off it, drops it in for strike 2, and quickly he's ahead in the count to the second baseman, Brennan Blake. Called third strike, 3-pitch strikeout, both pitchers opening their game with a three-pitch punch out.
Well, we've seen a lot of Jacob Maddock this season. I think maybe he requests to pitch when we come. That could be the situation. But, however, he works very quickly, and he does have a lot of velocity on his fastball.
And now the right fielder, Adam Molitor. And he is a substantial individual standing in the left-handed batter's box. 0-1. Little curve misses outside. Big sweeping curveball from Maddock. Drops right in the right spot. Gets him back ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, I'm assuming he gets a hold of a baseball, and it's going to go a long way.
Well, they've got several large individuals, but that's a fastball blown right past the swinging Molitor, and back-to-back strikeouts for Jacob Maddock to start the ball game.
Kind of he reminds me of kind of a young Neil Hennon. It's big stature. Great
Powerful.
athlete. Powerful, exactly.
And now the center fielder, Lucas Reef. Off speed, misses inside, 1-0. And now the fastball up and in, 2-0. Maddock not wasting any time, comes to the plate, misses wide, and he falls behind 3-0.
No, he's always been a quick worker. Does not call a lot of pitches off.
Called strike at the letters. Reef thought that was ball 4. Instead, he'll have to dig back in and look at a 3-1 pitch.
I kind of thought that was ball 4 as well. However, I'm not an official, and that's probably a good reason for that.
This one back and out of play, and the count is full. And now a fastball high will give Reef a free base with 2 away. That'll bring up Joaquin Majano, the third base minder for Totino-Grace. Trying to turn that 2-out walk into a rally here. His team trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Maddock takes an eye at the runner on base and then way high as Majano ducks away from one up over the bill of his hat, helmet.
The bill of his brim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going home now.
No, stay. We're having fun.
Good looking breaking pitch in for a strike, freezes Majano and gets this count back to even at 1-1.
Yeah, Maddox is trying to get out of this inning unscathed here after giving up that walk. An opportunity with a couple of strikes, see if he can pull the string here a little bit.
Goes back to that off-speed pitch that drops at the end, falls in for a strike, 1-2. Tried it one more time. This one rolled to second or to short, taking his time as Donnell gets the throw over to Myrie at first for out number 3. So after an inning, it's Coon Rapids 1, Totino-Grace 0. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Welcome back to Totino-Grace High School, American Legion Sub-State Baseball. First round, number 6 seed Coon Rapids, number 3 seed Totino-Grace. Danny Scheller leading off for post 334 here in the second. Got a resounding triple from Tommy Dutton with 1 out in the first inning, and then Jared Fearing hit it just as far to straightaway center, and it was caught for a sacrifice fly, and it looked like he was going to call that a strike, but instead decided that was down and away. 2-0. Fastball, and Scheller got out in front of it, fouls it off over by Coach Wojciechowski down on the third base line.
I know this Rapid squad likes to be aggressive at the plate. You're going to see them swing at a lot of pitches, make contact.
Pitch in the dirt as Scheller backs away from it and gets ahead in the count, 3-1. He's not, Krieger has now thrown more balls in this at bat than he did in the entire first inning. This one hit well, but hooking foul and out of play. Full count.
He jumped on that pitch as well, but just obviously couldn't keep it fair. I mean, it got out there in a hurry.
Scheller, a powerful young ball player. He has proven himself ready and capable at the higher level. Great looking curveball, though, froze him for strike 3. Third strikeout already for Jay Krieger.
Yeah, and he knew it at the plate. He grimaced as he realized that ball was going to fall in the zone.
Bring up second baseman Sammy Lee. Fastball up high, 1-0. Yeah, Krieger had 2 strikeouts in that first inning through 14 pitches, 12 of them for strikes.
Nice pitch.
Good fastball right at the knees to even the count, 1-1. Krieger brings a pretty good tempo as well, so 2 pitchers that like to get into a rhythm, and both have great little breaking pitches like that have frozen the hitters and fall in at the right spot. Krieger ahead in the count, 1-2. Comes back with a fastball, gets him swinging, strike 3.
Well,
4 strikeouts and 6 batters, that's not bad.
Yeah, and impressive that the way he mixes up his pitching, especially at the right time. You saw him come back with that fastball to get the strikeout.
And now Tyler Donnell playing it short today. Comes to the plate with 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the second inning. Out in front of the off-speed pitch, 0-1. Fastball fouled back off of our umpire, and he's going to walk that one off.
Thank God for a mask. Yeah, that came back. That came back to him, hit him in a hurry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it got him in the chest protector, but also knocked the mask off. Check out to talk to Krieger a little bit. Give the umpire a little extra time to get over that foul ball off the shoulder.
Well, he looked back at us and said, "That's why I wear the gear," and that is very true.
And now Krieger working way ahead in the count here, 0-2. Kicks and fires. This one sky to short left field. Coming over for it is Westfall. He makes the catch. And Coon Rapids is sent down 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. They still lead 1-0. Bottom half after this on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace High School, CTN light coverage of American Legion Sub-State Tournament Baseball. Opening round between the 3-seeded Eagles from Totino-Grace and the number 6 seed post 334 squad out of Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids with a run in the top of the first inning to get themselves the lead. Noah Hill, the first baseman for the Eagles, leading things off here in the second, takes a fastball for a strike. And there is that little off-speed pitch, just misses inside, 1-1. Back to the fastball, misses off the plate, 2-1.
Yeah, it didn't miss by much. They were a really good half inning by Jay Krieger. The top of the second on the mound for Totino.
This one skied and will get out of play and make the count 2-2.
Maddock looking to see if he can have a duplicate performance here in this bottom half of the inning. What's the number for the sub-state here?
Number 9.
Is it number 9?
It is number 9.
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 Number 9. 2-2 pitch.
Hit him.
And it hit him.
And he knew it was going to hit him too. He just tried to absorb it as much as he could. Lessen the sting.
So the leadoff man on base. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Leo Matuga. Fastball in for a strike, and Maddox showing that slide step. He's almost more dangerous with that quick delivery. Up high, 1-1.
Yeah, just a slim lead for Coon Rapids here. The Eagles pretty good hitting ball club with the runner at first and no one out.
Fastball inside, chases Matuga away from the plate. 2-1. Yeah, it's doubtful a 1-0 lead is going to hold through the entire game. Curveball hit solidly into left field. And the Eagles got a little something going to start this second inning with 2 on, nobody out.
Now this is the danger too. You get a good hitting ball club like this, and you know, in a close contest, now runners at first and second, no one out. You got an opportunity to do some things here.
Bottom of the order, trying to do some damage for Totino-Grace. The pitcher, Jake Krieger, an opportunity to help his own cause as he digs in with 2 on, nobody out. Fouls it back and out of play. And that's one benefit the Eagles have when they dig in. They know pretty much everything is going to be around the plate from Jacob Maddock. So they better be ready to swing. Curveball got away from Kopp. Both runners are going to advance. So 2 into scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, tough situation here now for Coon Rapids. That pitch gets away and allowing the base runners to move to second and third, so you have a couple runners in scoring position.
And that's one that Kopp has 99 out of 100 times. Curveball popped back out of play. They get Maddock back ahead and they count 1-2. Curveball rolled back to short. They look the runner back to third, go to first. The runner's coming home. Throw is there, and he is out. A double play. Moving over to third is Matuga, but a huge out at the plate. And all of a sudden, there's 2 down.
Yeah, and a nice throw by Myriott from first right to Kopp, and Kopp able to apply the tag before he can slide and touch that plate. That's a huge double play for the Rapid squad.
And now Matuga representing the tying run at third base as Tyler Check, the catcher, digs in. And Kopp had a little trouble with that one, but able to smother in, make sure no chance for Matuga to try and come home. Fastball blown right past him. Evens the count, 1-1.
Nice patience there. Didn't miss by much, but realized it was a little low.
Definitely not an easy take, but Tyler Check ahead in the count 1-2, or 2-1 rather. Curveball in there to even it up. Curveball chopped down the third baseline. Novak fields, throws in time, and 2 on with nobody out. But the Rapids able to get out of the jam and maintain that 1-0 lead. We go to the third inning next on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace High School.
Were you going to say Wintercrest?
I was about to say Wintercrest.
I thought so.
Out of pure habit. But we are at Totino-Grace High School. This is the American Legion Substate number 9.
Number 9
tournament. 9. Colin McCullough leading off for the Rapids here in the top of the third. Takes a breaking pitch for a strike. Fastball hit well, but right at Westfall in left field. He had to move about 3 steps to secure out number 1.
Couldn't have been an easier one for him. As you mentioned, just a couple of steps forward, and the ball's right there.
That'll bring up first baseman Mason Myrie. Fastball low, 1-0. Krieger's been moving quickly. He's been throwing effectively, giving up just the 1 hit so far through first time through the order. Four strikeouts, 1 hit, no walks, and that's a beauty of a pitch.
I was just going to say that. It's just so tough as a hitter.
Fastball in for a strike as well. 2-2 as Krieger changing speeds and getting himself back to even at 2-2. Put a little spin on that, but finishes down and away in a full count. Only the second time Krieger's been to a 3-ball count. He got a strikeout last time. He gets a foul back off the catcher's helmet this time, and then we'll try again at 3-2.
I think the last game that we did, the opposing catcher and the umpire got hit quite a few times by foul ball.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Curveball in the dirt, ball 4, and a 1-out walk for Mason Myrie as Coon Rapids gets back to the top of the order.
Yeah, nice way to start from your number 9 hitter.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Get the walk, an opportunity to get a base runner here with nobody out.
Jaden Kopp
I'm sorry, 1 out.
punched out on strikes on just 3 pitches starting this ball game. Looks at that curve for a strike, 0-1. Not a ton of break on both pitchers throw. Both pitchers throw a pitch that just has a little bit of break. It's more of I think, a changeup, considerably slower. Both are throwing heavy fastballs, and there's another one. Just enough break that you think it's going high. Instead, it falls right in the zone. Way ahead, 0-2. Krieger comes back with a fastball, and for the second time strikes out Kopp on 3 pitches. 5th strikeout already for Krieger in just 10 batters faced.
Yeah, he's a smart pitcher, and the way he mixes his pitches up, I mean, he throws that off-speed pitch, and all of a sudden here comes the fastball and just gets the hitters confused.
Tommy Dutton crushed a 1-0 pitch to deep right field. Runner is off, pitch is down in the dirt, and Myrie was halfway to second before that pitch even got to the plate. Great jump. And now into scoring position with 2 away, and it's a 1-0 count to Tommy Dutton. There's that little breaker in for a strike, 1-1. Foul to the backstop. Krieger ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, Krieger wants to keep this score of 1-0 here in this opportunity. And again, as he gets an opportunity to get the hitter at the plate, get that second out. Not with that pitch.
Way up high. It's the easiest take any Coon Rapids batter has had so far. 2-2 with a runner at second, 2 away. Krieger delivers, called, 3rd strike. Back-to-back strikeouts for Krieger. He's got 6 in the ball game. It's 1-0 Coon Rapids after 2.5 on CTN. Welcome back, American Legion Tournament Baseball on CTN. Final game of the first round in this state subsection number 9 tournament.
I'll tell you, it was really nice where the sun was behind a big patch of clouds for quite a while, and all of a sudden now the sun is out again.
Fastball ripped fouled on the third base line. Kellen Westfall the number 9 hitter for Totino-Grace, leading off here in the third. Winner will take on St. Michael, who advanced with a 7-6 win just before this. Great curveball right there for a strike. The loser will go to the loser's bracket and take on Spring Lake Park. Maddock ahead in the count 0-2, goes back to the curveball and a called third strike. Third strikeout of the game for Maddock as we go back to the top of the order. Brennan Blake struck out on 3 pitches, ducks away from a pitch up and in. They looked down to see if he was still offering the bunt, but yeah, they're going to call it a strike. It's 1-1. Fastball down and away. I think that was the right call. It looked like Blake kind of held that bat out a little too long, and now it's 2-1. And now 3-1 as Blake flips his bat and then realizes, oh, I don't get to walk on 3 balls. There's a little confusion amongst everyone as to whether the count was 3-0 or 2-1. This one hit well down the right field line and will end up foul. It'll be a full count. Swung right out of his elbow pad.
That's tough to do.
This one hit hard on a hop. Scooped up by Lee. The throw to Myrie for out number 2.
Yeah, nice job by Sammy just getting that quick hop into his glove. And nice little soft throw over.
Well positioned. Put himself in a position to be successful. And made the play look easy. 2 away, and now Adam Molitor. Also a strikeout victim his first time up. Curveball in for a strike, 0-1.
Well, he's got that larger strike zone. Got more room to work with. That didn't miss by much.
Oh, staying with that breaking pitch, it's 1-1. Another curveball, a swinging strike, and Maddock had the count 1-2. And earlier, I think it was the first time we saw Maddock was against Mayo, and one of the coaching staff had a radar on him. His fastball is heavy, but the more impressive statistic out of that was how much difference there was in speed between his fastball and his curve. And there's the curve, and that one.
That didn't miss by much either.
Molitor fortunate he wasn't rung up. It's a full count. Fastball high and wide, ball 4, and a 2-out walk for Adam Molitor.
Well, he stuck with it and drew the walk. Now an opportunity for Totino to keep this inning alive.
Just the second walk allowed by Maddox so far this afternoon. The first was against the guy at the plate right now, Lucas Reef. Got a 2-out walk in the first. That one gets past Jaden Kopp. Molitor will jog over to second. Second pass ball for the Coon Rapids catcher in just the 3rd inning.
That's not like him as far as his defensive skills behind the plate.
Maddox takes a look at Molitor at second, comes home. Fastball fouled off toward the Totino dugout, and it went off of the chain link fence and then got a good piece of not sure who it was. I think it might have been the pitcher, Jay Krieger.
I think it was.
One and two now. Curveball outside, 2-2.
Yeah, just trying to get out of this inning unscathed.
Well, he was in a little bit of a jam in the second, able to work his way out. Had some good defensive play behind him to help, and there's a fastball for a called strike.
Big strike out there.
2 strikeouts in the inning. The walk left stranded at second base. It's still a 1-0 lead for Coon Rapids as we head to the 4th on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace, it's tournament time for American Legion Baseball. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and we've got a good one going.
We
Rapids
do.
Scoring a run on a sacrifice fly in the first inning, and that's the only score so far. Both pitchers racking up the strikeouts. This is Jared Fearing leading off for Coon Rapids here in the 4th. He had a sacrifice fly, hammered it to center field. This one a high fly to center. Reef backs off, waits on it, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
A little up in the zone, and he hit it pretty good, but hit underneath the ball. And a quick first out.
I'll bring up Zach Novak. Novak, a strikeout victim. One of 6 strikeouts so far for Jay Krieger. Fouls back a fastball to the backstop, 0-1. So far, Krieger's had 2 strikeouts in each of the first 3 innings. Still has given up just the 1 hit. It was a triple, and it led to a sacrifice fly and a run, but just the 1 hit so far for post 3-3-4.
Yeah, runs are tough to come by in this game so far.
Curveball hit well toward the gap in right center. Long run for Reef. He's able to get there for out number 2.
Yeah, Reef did a really nice job of just knowing where that ball was and tracking it down. And he's got enough speed that he's able to get over there and make the catch.
We'll bring up Danny Scheller. Scheller down on strikes, leading off the second inning. Now with 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Takes a pitch up and in, 1-0. This one skied. Will it stay in play? An opportunity. It is not. It's out of play, and it's 1-1. Krieger kicks and fires a 1-1 pitch down and away. Fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Well, Krieger looking to see if he can make relatively fast work here of the lineup, get his squad back to the plate.
Put that one in the dirt, and the count is full. Krieger trying to complete a 1-2-3 inning. Got the Cardinals in order, or the Rapids rather, in order back in the second inning. Curveball hit well, but it's going to hang up, and Reef has all day to settle underneath it. He makes all 3 catches in center field in this half inning. Rapids retired 1-2-3. They still lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace High School, CTN coverage of American Legion Baseball Playoffs. First round of subsection state number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
First pitch, hit right back up the middle, scooped up by Lee. The throw over in time. Joaquin Mahano done on a pitch.
Yeah, it was a little slow going up through the middle, but Sammy Lee was able to make a good charge on it, and a good throw got him at the bag.
The Eagles have been able to get runners on base in each of the first 3 innings. Had a couple as far as third base in that second inning, but a good play at the plate to get what would have been a tying run. And they left another man stranded just 90 feet away. That curveball nowhere close. 1-0, easy take for Noah Hill. Hill was hit by a pitch. He was the runner who was gunned out at home plate. This one foul and out of play. Maddock rocks and fires down and in. Curveball, he got a piece of it, but it's 2-2.
A good spot here from Maddock with a couple of strikes.
In for a called third strike. Hill knew it immediately as he drops his head, sags his shoulders, and walks back to the dugout. 5th strikeout of the game for Jacob Maddock.
Well, Maddock has a lot of confidence. You can see that. He does here on the diamond, does on the football field.
bring up Leo Matuga. He has the only hit of the ball game so far for the Eagles. Solid single into left field. Back in the second inning. That one brushed him back a bit. But now it's a 2-0 count for Jacob Maddock. Fastball hit well to center coming in, and now backing off is McCullough. He makes the catch. And Totino goes down 1-2-3. Both halves 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. We go to the fifth. Coon Rapids 1, Totino-Grace 0. Back at Totino-Grace High School, CTN coverage of American Legion playoff baseball. And a real pitcher's duel going so far. Through 4 innings, just one hit on each side of the ledger and a whole bunch of strikeouts for each starting pitcher. Coon Rapids able to push one across with a sacrifice fly in the first, and that is the only score on the board. Sammy Lee leading off here in the fifth for post 3-3-4. Was a strikeout victim first time. And now 1-1. Six strikeouts through 4 innings for Jay Krieger, 5 for Coon Rapids pitcher Jacob Maddock. I love the fact that Tyler Check held that pitch there and just waited and waited and waited. Still called the ball, but he waited for it. 2-1. Fastball inside, 3-1. This one hit to center. Reef comes in, makes the catch for out number 1. It's his 4th straight out recorded.
I was just going to say, he's been busy here so far this late afternoon, early evening.
And now Tyler Donnell, fly ball to left field in his first at bat. Looks at a fastball low, 1-0. Krieger fires low again. That one skips in front of the plate. Good stop by Check.
Certainly kept it in check.
2-0. Fastball in. Get it back to 2-1. And another one to even the count. 2-2.
Yeah, a couple of quick strikes. Puts him in a good spot.
This one hit to the right side, backhanded by the first baseman, Hill. Gets it over to Krieger covering just in time for out number 2.
Yeah, nice defensive play. And as a pitcher, you've got to get a good jump off the mound to cover that opportunity. He did.
We have a bit of a tough angle down the first
Right.
base / right field line, but good backhanded stab by Noah Hill, and Krieger showing good hustle to get there and record the out. And now Colin McCullough takes a pitch up high, 1-0. And now way up high, 2-0. 6 strikeouts, just 1 hit, and 1 walk allowed.
He's been impressive. He's mixed, I guess, like I mentioned a couple of times, he's mixing his pitches up really well.
This one hit well and through the hole on the left side, a 2-out single for Colin McCullough. Well, and he's been very efficient, too. Through 4 innings, he'd thrown 55 pitches, 39 for strikes.
That is excellent.
That is a very solid percentage. And now the number 9 hitter, Mason Myrie. Myrie, a walk and a stolen base, but left stranded in the first. This one skied, and Shapiro's got a chance. He reaches.
Almost. Darn.
Good effort. Good effort. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
No.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah, I twisted something, but I'll be all right.
All right, walk it off.
I rubbed some dirt on it. It's okay now. Feels good.
Attaboy. Yeah. 0-1 to Mason Myrie. As Krieger settles back in, keeps an eye on McCullough over at first. Comes home with another fastball. This one hit foul and out of play again. Dugout felt like that was a strike. Instead, it's outside. Ball 1, 1-2. In the dirt, good stop by Czech, but a better jump by McCullough, and he's over to second base on the wild pitch.
Well, it took a little while for Czech to find the ball, and obviously had a good jump, as you mentioned. No opportunity to make a play.
Now 2-2 to Myrie. Fastball, foul, and out of play. I think Totino just keeping a player over on the track surface because
a lot of baseballs are landing there.
Every time they go retrieve one, there's another one on its way. We'll try again at 2-2. Krieger fires. And this one straightened out to right field, but having it measured is Adam Molitor, and that'll be out number 3. Through 4.5, it's Coon Rapids 1, Totino-Grace 0. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Back at the ballpark, getting towards the later innings here of this American Legion playoff game. And leading things off for the home team, Totino-Grace, is their pitcher, number 9, Jay Krieger.
Number 9. I mean, this is a tight contest, and as the later it goes, the tighter it's going to get.
Well, so far the pitchers have been impressive.
Yes, to say the least.
Couple of curveballs just missing, and Krieger should see something good to hit for Maddock here with a 2-0 count. Maddock rocks and fires fastball, skied out of play. And again, I hope somebody stayed over in the track surface because
the manager.
That's where the foul balls are heading.
Yep.
Tino looks like got a little action in the bullpen, and that was a curveball. Krieger thought he got hit, but
I thought it hit him too.
I mean, he would know better than we would.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought so. He thought he was, but not the way that it was called. And now it's 3-1 instead of a free base. Eagles have been able to get a guy on base in every inning except the 4th so far. Fastball hit hard, stopped on the backhand by Donnell. The throw is in time.
Wow.
For out number 1, and because it got to Donnell so fast, he had time after he had knocked it down to scoop it up, make the throw over to Myrie and retire Krieger.
He really had to throw a bullet over there because, that again, he had to realize where the ball was and pick it up and throw it in a hurry. But did a good job of just getting him.
And now Tyler Check, ground ball to third, his first time up. First pitch hit to short, knocked down by Donnell, able to get back to his feet, make the throw. Good scoop by Myrie.
Wow.
And another out for Coon Rapids.
A couple of really nice defensive plays.
From a guy we haven't seen at second base much.
A shortstop.
Or at shortstop, yes. I'll figure this game out eventually.
Well, you're looking in a mirror, so that's kind of why you thought it's just the opposite.
Bring up Kellen Westfall, backs away from a fastball inside, 1-0. And now just high, 2-0. This one chopped to the left side, got past Novak on a hop, and that's just the second hit of the afternoon for Totino-Grace. And they have a runner on base with 2 away here in the 5th.
That looked like a ball that Novak was going to be able to field, but again, it just took that hop and went right over his glove.
May have hit right at the edge of the turf, but it definitely took a higher hop than expected and got into the outfield for a 2-out single. And now back to the top of the order for Brennan Blake. First pitch fouled to the backstop.
Well, with Totino just being down by a run, you got a great opportunity here. Even though there's 2 outs, if you can start swinging the bat a little bit, you just need 1 run to tie it.
Up high, 1-1. Maddock continues to work quickly, even with a runner on base. And as we talked about a couple innings ago, a really good slide step gets him to the plate quickly. And it was a pretty good-looking curveball, but called the ball, 2-1.
That was pretty.
Fastball in there to even the count, 2-2. Check on the runner. Almost got him.
A couple of the Rapids players were starting to come off the field.
Myrie thought it was a good tag, but Westfall able to slide back just ahead of it. So now again, 2-2 to Brennan Blake with 2 away. Curveball chop back up the middle. Lee will pick it up. Tag the bag at second for out number 3. We go to the 6th. Coon Rapids 1, Totino-Grace 0 on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace High School, opening round of the American Legion State Subsection number 9 playoff. Last game of this first round. Double elimination tournament, so both teams will get to play tomorrow, but only one will stay in the winner's bracket. Jaden Kopp leading off and trying to bunt down the line, but it goes foul, 0-1.
I like the thought, too, because you certainly catch the defense off guard by bunting in that situation.
Well, we have a new pitcher, Leo Matuga, who had been playing it short. Just swapped positions with Jay Krieger, who had an outstanding outing today.
He did.
Curveball misses outside, 1-1. Fouled back to the backstop. Kopp 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. I'm sure he was quite happy to see Krieger replaced on the mound. And now up high fastball, 2-2.
Yeah, Krieger threw, what'd you say, 74
pitches.
4 pitches and 49 for strikes. They called him out there.
Punched out, third strikeout of the game for Jaden Kopp. Thought that was down and away, but Blue rings him up. And now Tommy Dutton. That one in the dirt, wide of the plate, all the way to the backstop. Dutton tripled and scored the only run of the game so far back in the first inning. Up and in, 2-0.
A little chin music.
You got to keep him off the plate.
Yeah, you do.
Solid strategy.
It's a little warning.
It's baseball strategy 101. High heat gets him swinging, 2-1.
Air
And
mailed
now
that
up
one.
over his head, 3-1. Fastball skied back and out of play, and it's a full count.
That's a bat just with 2 strikes. Just make sure you protect the plate. And post 334 squad would love some insurance in this inning if they could.
Down low, ball 4, a 1-out walk for Tommy Dutton. Jared Fearing. That's Stahlberger, 27, right?
Yeah, that would be Matt Stahlberger.
Matt Stahlberger will replace Dutton at first as Jared Fearing digs in. Sacrifice fly in the first, a fly to center in the fourth. Looks at a pitch outside, 1-0. This one fouled back out of play. Another foul to the backstop. And Matuga ahead in the count 1-2.
Base umpire wants to make sure the ball is okay. Called time.
Stahlberger, the runner at first, 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Coon Rapids leading 1-0. Curveball down and away, and tried to back pick him, and a little late pickup by Stahlberger, but he's able to get back in time. 2-2. Misses down and away with another breaking pitch, and now a full count to Jared Fearing, and Matuga in danger of back-to-back walks with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Runner is going. Pitch is a called strike. Throw is not in time. Stahlberger has a stolen base. But a big second out for Matuga and the Eagles.
I was going to say they'd exchange that second out. They'll take that second out versus giving up second base. Now with 2 away, just be concerned about that hitter at the plate and get your squad back to try and even this one up.
So Zach Novak 0 for 2 now has a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Check swing. They double check, and he did check the swing in time. This one foul and out of play.
Well, for the Rapid squad, you figure with the runner in scoring position, if you can get something to touch the outfield green, you got an opportunity to get an extra run.
Would be big in this position to be certain. Called strike. Gets Matuga ahead in the count 1-2. Now down and away, they'll check on Stahlberger again. The ball trickles into the outfield, but not far enough away. Blake doing a nice job of backing it up.
Yeah, he did the smart thing by staying on the bag at second. Even though I'm sure it's tempting once the ball gets away to try and take that extra base.
2-2 with 2 out and a runner at second base. The pitch from Matuga hit to the left side. Scooped up by Krieger. The throw is in time for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Rapids holding on to that 1-0 lead on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace High School, CTN's live coverage of American Legion playoff baseball. Opening round of the state subsection tournament. Great curveball from Jacob Maddock to start Adam Molitor out 0-1. Molitor a strikeout and a walk in his 2 appearances.
Oh, looked like the same pitch.
It did, but this one was a ball. 1-1. In the dirt, they're going to check. Molitor a little check swing. And they called him.
No, he didn't.
No, he did not.
No, he did.
I don't know how you call that one a
They
swing,
called it a strike. Okay.
It's the value of if your catcher making sure and asking the base umpire. That one way up high.
That got away.
Easy take for Molitor. And now a full count. Curveball in for a strike. Molitor thought it was ball 4. Instead, he's rung up for the second time today.
Well, and I think the last time he was rung up, he didn't think that was a strike either. Same situation.
Well, actually, he went out swinging the first time.
Oh, he did? The last? Yep. Okay.
In his first at bat. There have been a fair number of called third
No,
strikes.
I could have been just about anybody in the lineup.
Yeah, where the batter has not agreed at all. Lucas Reef also a walk and a strikeout. Walked in the first, struck out in the third, and he was rung up and may have felt that it was not a strike. Fastball up 2-0.
Now you get to the point where you look back at the official and kind of wait for the call.
Down and away, 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Reef taking all the way. It's right down the heart of the plate. 3-1. Ball 4 high and a 1-out walk. Totino again getting that tying run on base.
Again, all they need is one here to tie it up. But would love to be able to take the lead if possible.
Bring up the third baseman, Joaquin Mahano. Couple of ground balls, one to short, one to second. First pitch, he got a piece. 0-1. If he rolls it back up the middle, in danger of hitting into a double play now with 1 out and a runner at first. Curveball is in for a strike, and it's 0-2. And that one just had break at just the right time. Maddock keeps an eye on Reef, will throw over. Reef slides back safely.
Again, smart move in a tight game like this, so you can keep him close to the bag.
Fastball skied back, out of play. We'll try again at 0-2. Curveball is well wide, skips to the backstop. Reef will turn at second base.
Well, not the spot you want to get away from you, because now you've got a runner in scoring position.
Only 1 out with Reef now at second base. A 1-2 count to Joaquin Mahano. Inside, 2-2.
It's an adventure. Every pitch is an adventure.
Maddock misses low, and the count is full. His pitch count is really starting to add up.
Yep.
Curveball, ball 4, back-to-back 1-out walks.
Coach Mossey's going to take a walk out to the mound. First time we've seen him. As you mentioned, the pitch count starting to move up. We'll see what transpires here if he keeps him in.
By my count, he's at 96.
Yeah, that's a lot of pitches.
Yeah, and I think that may have been why Krieger was done after the 5th inning at 74 pitches. I'm not sure where the pitch count rules are as far as days of rest, but I think that may allow him to be back on Saturday, if possible, if they make it to a championship game. 74 pitches may mean only 3 days rest. Should be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And now Noah Hill. Hill was hit by a pitch in the second, thrown out at home, and then struck out last time up.
Nice stop.
Curveball good, very good stop by Jaden Kopp. Fastball called to strike. Kopp looks down to first. Mahano dives back safely. It's 1-1. Curveball, he got just a piece of it. Count goes to 1-2. One 0 game, but 2 on and only 1 out here for Totino. Curveball gets him swinging. That's strike 3 and a huge second out.
Oh, big second out. Now, if you can just concentrate that here at the plate and get out of the inning, boy, you've dodged a bullet.
7th strikeout of the ball game for Jacob Maddock, and he has allowed base runners, but he's been able to work out of a couple of jams earlier in the game, trying to work out of another here in the 6th. Leo Matuga, 1 for 2. Just 2 hits for Totino so far, and Matuga has 1 of them. A single here could potentially tie the ball game with a speedy Lucas Reef at second base. Pitch is down and away to even it up at 1-1. Ooh, that one had more movement than almost any curve we've seen from him, but didn't break quickly enough. It's high for ball 2. 2-1. This one hit to the right side. Lee waits on it, scoops, throws, and that ends the 6th inning. We go to the 7th, a pitcher's duel, a 1-run ball game. The underdog, Coon Rapids post 334 squad clinging to a 1-0 lead. 7th inning is next on CTN. Here we go in the 7th inning. It couldn't be much tighter. A 1-0 lead for the number 6 seed Coon Rapids post 334 squad. That run scored way back in the top of the 1st inning. Danny Scheller leading things off against Leo Matuga. Takes a pitch up high, 1-0. Matuga, a couple of strikeouts and a walk in his 1st inning of relief. And now on to try and keep it just a 1-run game, give his team a chance in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, that's the key. If you're Totino-Grace, you just want to try and get out of this as quickly as possible. Do not allow base runners.
Fastball misses just low, and quickly it's 3-0. Up high, a 4-pitch walk, and a leadoff runner on base for post 334.
Exactly how Coach Mossy likes to see things here in the top of the 7th. Get that leadoff hitter on, get an opportunity to get some insurance.
Third walk issued by Totino pitchers. Sammy Lee drops down a bunt. Matuga underhand flip over to Noah Hill for out number one, but moves the runner into scoring position with one away.
Now, just what you want to do. You want to get that runner over to second because he didn't have any outs.
A good sacrifice, and that'll bring Tyler Donnell to the plate. Donnell a fly out and a ground out. Laid on the fastball, 0-1. Fastball misses high and in, 1-1. This one skied, will stay in play, an opportunity. And it's Matuga coming off of the mound to make the catch in foul territory for out number two.
Huge second out in the field for Totino-Grace. Yeah, they're obviously, you leave that runner stranded, you've done your job.
Colin McCullough has one of the two hits for Coon Rapids this afternoon. Takes one down and away, 1-0. Scheller representing a big insurance run at second base. McCullough chases a high fastball, comes up empty, 1-1. Another fastball, another swinging strike. And Matuga heading the count 1-2.
Yeah, great spot for Matuga here. Let's see if he can just get out of this inning.
Fastball called strike as McCullough could not check his swing, and a big third out, leave that leadoff walk stranded. And now we go to the bottom of the seventh. The Eagles need one to tie, two to walk it off. We'll see if they can do it next on CTN. Back at Totino-Grace High School, and it all comes down to this, the bottom of the seventh inning in this opening round of the American Legion State Subsection Tournament. One run scored way back in the top of the first inning. Danny Scheller takes over on the hill, trying to save it for post 334. He'll face the bottom third of the order for Totino, Krieger, Check, and Westfall. Krieger fouls off the first pitch out of play.
Well, the youngster's not fazed by pressure. That is for sure.
Fastball blown right past him. It's 0-2. Another fastball. This one skied and will just barely get out of play. And we'll try it again at 0-2. Fastball misses low.
Oh, nice pitch.
Took a little something off. It got Krieger swinging out in front for out number 1.
That's a huge strikeout, big strikeout for Scheller. You get that confidence, you get that first out.
Now to bring up the catcher, Tyler Check, 0 for 2 with a couple of ground balls to the left side in his 2 at-bats. Fastball blown right past him. That was in Kopp's mitt before the bat got to the plate.
There's another one.
And he stays on the gas, stays in front, 0-2. This one hit foul and out of play, and Check will stay alive. Up high, 1-2. I don't know if he was trying to tempt him with something out of the zone or looking for a break that never came. But he's got room to work with, still ahead, and they count 1-2. Fastball, Check got a piece of it, and we'll try again. Fastball misses down and away, 2-2.
Oh.
Did not miss by much. Not an easy take for Tyler Check, but he gets it to a full count.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, that was a really tough take.
I don't think you can take it again.
No.
Another foul out of play. Check battling. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And here come a half dozen baseballs back into
there's
play.
Been a lot of foul balls in this game. Players making sure they protect the plate and get a piece of it.
Scheller set with another full count pitch. Up high, ball 4, and the tying run on base for Totino-Grace with 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Tough walk in this spot for Scheller.
Well, and a great battle for Tyler Check. Again, fouled off 3 2-strike pitches before getting the walk. And that'll bring up Kellen Westfall. He has a hit. One of only 2 on the day for Totino-Grace.
Now, if you can compel him to hit something on the ground, let your defense behind you do some work.
Fastball right down Broadway, evens it up 1-1. just tied 2-1. Game before this was there was a 6-run lead that disappeared for St. Michael. They did eventually get out of it with a 7-6 win. Up and in, ball 3. But yeah, 2 of the 3 games so far decided by just 1 run.
Tight contest.
Off speed pitch in there for a strike. And the count is full.
Big pitch coming up here for Scheller.
And it's outside, ball 4, back-to-back walks after starting out with a strikeout. And now 2 on, 1 out, and back to the top of the order for Totino-Grace.
Yeah, tough spot now in the field for post 334 as Coach Mossie's going to take a walk out to the mound, and talk to Danny Scheller.
And his infield. Check will be at second base, Westfall at first. Back to the top of the order for Brennan Blake. 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a couple of groundouts. But you know, when Scheller took the mound, they were really hoping not to get back to the top of the order.
Exactly.
Started it with a good strikeout, but then back-to-back walks, and he's thrown a lot of pitches to the last 2 batters. Off speed pitch, called a strike. 0-1. Fastball hit foul and out of play. And it's 0-2.
Now you talk about a good spot here for a pitcher. If you can get him to go after something, get the strikeout at the plate would be huge.
Goes the off-speed pitch. It skips away from Myrie. They're going to hold the lead runner at third. Oof. It just took a funny hop and then kind of ran up the arm of Mason Myrie at first. The bases are loaded with 1 out.
And a big young man coming to the plate.
And now Totino in a good spot where a single could win the ball game. Pitch in the dirt, good stop by Kopp.
That one stung him a bit.
Not sure where it got him. He did the job, kept it in front of him, made sure the runners wouldn't have a chance to try to advance, but definitely one he's going to feel. They'll give Kopp a little extra time to try and shake that off.
He's good. He's tough.
Check the runner at third. Represents a tying run. Kellen Westfall at second base, the winning run. Adam Molitor digs back in, ahead in the count 1-0. As the Eagles trying to at least tie, if not walk it off. Fastball blown right past him. It's 1-1. Another fastball, another swinging strike, and Scheller ahead in the count 1-2. I got to give the Eagles a lot of credit for the chatter in
Oh,
their
it's the
dugout.
best, yeah.
They have been fired up despite the fact they've been trailing. Big 1-2 pitch is up high, and it evens the count.
Yeah, but when you're trailing only 1-0, you stay in this game, obviously, and now they've got an opportunity to tie it, if not win it.
Two-two pitch from Danny Scheller. In for a strike. Molitor punched out his third strikeout this afternoon. A huge second out for Coon Rapids. And now it all comes down to Lucas Reef. Lucas Reef 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's walked twice.
Wow, if they can get out of this inning without any runs coming across, it would be huge.
Bases loaded and
Scheller.
2 out. Fastball fouled back. Kopp will take the new ball out to Scheller, have a quick word with his pitcher. So, of course, the meat of the order, the number 3 hitter at the plate. Fastball fouled back, out of play, and the count is 0-2.
Well, you talk about a tight spot for both pitcher and hitter. You obviously want to protect that plate with an 0-2 count, but you don't want to watch anything go by you for the third strike.
Tried to take something off, but left it high, 1-2. Two out, bases loaded. Totino trailing by 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch, called third strike. That fastball was right there.
Wow.
Loaded the bases with 1 out, then back-to-back strikeouts for Danny Scheller to earn the save.
That was a fun game for Post 334. Tight one, scored that first run in the first inning, and no runs on the board after that point.
Well, and only 2 hits on each side from in the ball game. Just I think 3, actually, if you count Blake's single here in the 7th. Hard to say if that was a single or an error as they kind of ran up the arm of Mason Myrie, but either way, minimal hits. Great pitching on both sides.
Absolutely.
And Coon Rapids able to hold on for that 1-0 win. They will play St. Michael here at Totino-Grace tomorrow evening at 5:30. The Eagles will be back here at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to start the losers bracket against Spring Lake Park, hoping they can make their way back to Wintercrest, the late rounds at Wintercrest on Friday and Saturday, when they will crown the champion of Sub-State number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Well, that was a fun one, Joe Young.
And just very well played game, very well pitched ball game especially. And Coon Rapids gets a run in the first inning, and it holds up to be the one and only run of the ball game. They advance with a 1-0 win. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For Neil Hennon, who's running the controls, and Dave Amy behind the camera, my partner Howie Shapiro, I am Joe Yund saying good night.